And let's see, Van, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. You're going to play that tape, right?
Play what tape?
Well, before we cut to the commercials, right? You keep mentioning Rush.
Yes.
And how you're ripping him all the time.
Yes.
And he never rips you. Why?
Because I kicked his butt.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Wait, please.
You'll play the tape. You'll play the tape, okay?
I'll play the tape of what?
When you kicked his butt.
Yeah. Well, wait. I'm about to tell you. You called and asked, and so I'm about to tell you.
Absolutely.
Okay. So if you'll be quiet for a couple of minutes, I'll tell you real fast.
Okay.
It's a long story, but I'll tell you real fast. I got off my show here on KGO. And years and years ago, this is in the 1970s, and the news department, the news.
That's when you're both.
Wait a minute, please.
Okay, sorry. Okay,
sir, if you don't have the courtesy or if you're not mature enough to handle it, I'll just knock you off the air and then go ahead and tell the story without you butting in. But I'd rather. Behave. Okay, please.
You got it.
So the news department said, Ray, have you heard this guy in Sacramento? And I said, no, I don't listen to Sacramento radio. And he said, well, my God, the things he says about you is terrible. And I said, and people, some right-wing folk and so, no, this is terrible. As a matter of fact, it's libel. And I said, oh, my goodness. And so I said, oh, okay. Well, the next day I happened to be in the station at the time that Rush was on the air, and he was saying, and within 48 hours, I will prove that Ray Taliaferro is a communist. And that nobody should be listening to him. None of you should. You should be listening to Rush Limbaugh, And I said, oh, my goodness. My goodness. I have proof that he is a communist. And that was going to be the next day, right? So the next day, the newsroom is listening. And he came on his show in the city of Sacramento. And he says, now the proof is that Ray Taliaferro, he's been president of the NAACP, the National Association of Communist People. And I'm telling you right now, he's been a militant. He has stirred up all kinds of riots and that. He went on and on. And I said, okay, enough is enough. Well, his manager, Van, who happened to be the former general manager of KGO, came down to KGO 2 days later and called and said, oh, Ray, can we please meet? I really owe you a major apology. And I said, oh, sure. And I remember him. I know his name, and everybody around here knows his name. And so I came to the station, and we went in, and he said, I am so sorry. What Rush had said, no station should ever allow him on. Well, the way I got started on the air is because when his manager was the general manager of KGO, he asked me to come on the air, and he asked me to come on the air because I was president of the San Francisco NAACP and so forth and so on. So at any rate, that's essentially that. He apologized. He said, now you have the right to sue. In fact, Van, I'll put you on hold, and I'll come back to that in a moment. But you listen to KGO, San Francisco, Oakland, San Jose.